I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
So did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
It's the greatest podcast in the world.
Yes, but I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
Be punished for all of this?
Just a little bit no video games for a whole weekend. I took my double cup because I got mad at my mom, and then I saw her on my phone. I yanked the thing.
He yanked the motherfucking thing.
I yanked the thing, man. Made no video games for a whole weekend.
He yanked the motherfucking thing. What up, John Flowers? What up, Dave Mays? What up, Tad Moyer? What up, Stormy? What up, Joel? What is up, YouTube? What is up, Facebook? What is up, the other YouTube? Hopefully we get to stay on YouTube. This is the Say I Won't podcast, season 3, episode 2.
No. It's episode 1.
We're redoing it. Redo on the
Apparently.
episode. Redo on the episode 1.
I hope you can remember everything you said.
What up, Butler?
So we got nuked.
We got. Yeah, last week, YouTube. Well, the email that I got said somebody reported it. Somebody said that we were insensitive. And wait, let me rephrase that. It said somebody whose parents did a shitty job at raising them reported you. Listen, if you have a problem with us, fucking just go somewhere else.
Jump on the chat and tell us what your problem is.
That's a good idea. Or you just get the fuck off, go mind your own business. Go talk to your parents about how shitty parents they were.
So Dave says there are protests at the Capitol on Sunday.
Correct. It was supposed to be last Monday, but it snowed, and you know how freedom people are. If it's too cold.
Yeah. I could see that. How could you really exercise your freedom when you have to wear a big jacket?
So they postponed it. It was supposed to be Monday, and I even made a post about it, and now it's going to be on Sunday. Oh, and by the way, all that freedom, don't get out of your car.
The protest is in the car?
It's in the car. Just drive around. They don't want you to go.
Now, is the car thing just to maintain the social distancing, or is the car thing to avoid getting a permit to protest?
I think it's more to prevent getting arrested for gathering. So it's staying in your car. The funny thing is, it's the same people that about last year, they're like, fucking Antifa, blocking the traffic, just fucking run them over. And guess what they're going to do this year?
Block traffic.
Block traffic.
Hey, no, it's okay if it's your idea.
Oh, yeah. That's right. And this is different because you're blocking traffic with your car, not with your body.
Or a burning trash can.
So somehow it's different. I was with it until they started doing all this shit. Like, I'm always with protests until they start adding rules. She's like, wait a minute, ain't we protesting the fucking rules?
You should be the one guy standing on the corner with the sign.
Fuck you. Fuck the protesters and the government. Protesting the protesters and the government.
All y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
That would be awesome.
Too bad I'll be teaching a class.
Doing the important work. Yeah. So
Oh, so I'm being told that if you talk about the vid, they delete you
yeah. So we're gonna have to come up with other names.
for the vid.
Yeah, I like the vid. The vid works.
Yeah, it was just we're talking about a video.
Yeah, a great video.
Great video.
A great video.
Wait, so how are news organizations supposed to talk about the vid?
So they are protected class because they're the heroes of democracy. They're journalists, so they get special treatment.
I guess special treatment.
Yeah, because the Constitution says that they
The
get special
Constitution
treatment.
says, of
Yeah.
course.
I accidentally deleted Tad's comment. I meant to hit show and I hit hide. Apparently,
you,
I cannot distinguish four-letter words very easily.
Can't you unhide it?
No, once it's view. No, I can see it, but I can't.
What's his comment?
Hide user, put user in timeout. Don't forget your fucking mask.
That's
The one protest where you're allowed to wear masks. In fact, if you don't wear a mask, you're doing it wrong. According
So-
to the government, you're protesting wrong.
I got
How
this.
backwards is that? How backwards is that?
Fucking backwards.
I want to know with these other protests around the country, Ohio, Michigan, Virginia, I think. Did they get a permit? I
I
can't
hope
believe
they didn't.
I can't believe that they would issue a permit. So they must be doing it without a permit.
Yeah. Probably.
Um,
So where do I get that shirt? So
this one, Walmart, $8. 6 if you wait until the end of winter.
So I had this little contest going on Instagram about that shirt. I don't know if you got to see the shirt, but the shirt that I just showed, if anybody got it right, I'd give you 2 PMags. There was only one person who was remotely close. Now, I can't confirm that they were talking about the correct person, but I'm going to just say fuck it and give it to them anyways. I'm assuming it's Michael Aguilera, which is right here. On Instagram, it's Michael the Kid. He said Ryan, and it was Ryan Luanello.
Thought that was your language, dude.
Nope, that's Italian. I'm not Italian. Wait, actually, Antillon is technically no. That's in Spain. Never mind. So, if it was in fact Michael Aguilera, I got 2 PMags for you. But yeah, Ryan Lulu, that motherfucker sent me that shirt.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
I might have to get one of those.
So speaking of Ryan is part of a group, and I'm just not going to say the name of the group because this group is talking shit about me. Now, I got to be fair, not the actual organization that Ryan belongs to and that I'm actually pretty okay homies with. It is their sheeple. Somebody sent me a text today, and I will omit this person's name as well. And it's of a thread of a Facebook group. And
I thought you were going to say Reddit.
nope, I don't follow that shit. And yeah, nobody suspected the liberal to give me that shirt. Yeah. But anyways, these people are there's a Facebook group of nothing but the people of this organization. So you got to be a member of that organization to participate in that group.
Okay.
And it was basically some dude saying, I'm between a rock and a hard place. I love Guns for Everyone. He didn't say Guns for Everyone, but we know who they're talking about. I love Guns for Everyone, free concealed carry classes. We attended the class, and they're not all a bunch of NRA dick suckers. I mean, that's not what they said, but that's pretty much what they said. And they're like, I love him, and I take it in the butt for him, but now he's a piece of shit. Now he's a piece.
Is that a quote?
It is not a quote,
Oh,
but that's basically what they're saying. But now he's a piece of shit because He doesn't want the government to shut shit down because of the vid.
All right. Do we know how old this person is?
Old.
It's an old dude.
Yeah, it's an old person.
It's an
And
oldster.
Let's just say this person has a dog in their profile picture, so that tells you their race.
Okay.
And then
You're gonna go on race now, huh? You're gonna go down in the gutter. I see how it is.
Shit's hilarious. And somebody commented, "We support Edgar to a degree." That's a direct quote. His rant.
I support Edgar to a degree. Just higher than the rest of you guys.
His ranting about people accepting the reality of centralized government during a pandemic is some indicator that we are his enemy took him out of the consideration for some future help and support. I
would like to know if there was past help and support.
I seriously doubt it, because that name does not come into mind at all in any way, shape, or form. And here's the thing. Is one like I replied because they sent me that text message, and my whole thing is just like, cool, at least you're talking about me, at least I'm occupying space in your mind, and at least you're having a conversation about my comments, and my comments are 100%, and I'm okay with losing people, losing your support, and losing your respect if this is where you're at. If you believe the government should force us all to go home, then you are my enemy. You are the enemy of freedom. Freedom is my homie. And if you are an enemy to my homie, then you're my enemy. I'm sorry if that. You know
what people hear when you say that? People hear that you think that people should just die.
Correct.
The virus comes around.
And that's
you
what
have no idea how serious this is.
Correct. And that's what I replied to this to, is like, it sucks that they're misinterpreting what I'm actually saying. I'm not saying go out there and fucking lick doorknobs and fucking spin in people's face. I'm 100% of the mind that you can 100% take this vid seriously, and all at the same time hate the fucking government for doing what it's doing. Like I can do both all at the same time.
People are
cheering, by the way.
People are cheering the government on as 22 million people are out of work. What kind of this is what I'm tired of. Like, I'm not tired of the virus. I'm tired of how upside down everything is.
Correct.
People are yelling at people on the street to go back inside and screaming at them. You're not going to get sick from this person. You're not going to get sick from anybody. If you're that militant about it, I guarantee you're not going out. And
here's, I've just never understood, like, why is me not doing something? Why is it's kind of like to the back to the vaccines thing. Like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I have a position on it. But I'm definitely not an anti-vaxxer. I'm definitely not pro-vaccines. Like, I'm kind of, I guess I'm indifferent about it, to be honest with you, but I'm still a firm believer in, it's like, if you get it, what the fuck does it matter whether or not I get it? If you have a gun to defend you and your family, then what the fuck does it matter whether I get one or not? Like, so, it's the same shit.
If everybody's out doing their thing and more people get the virus, your chances of getting the virus go up. But you get on the road and drive next to complete strangers at freeway speeds every day.
Every day.
And you're just like, well, I trust that none of these idiots is going to get road rage, is going to text their way right into me. I watch a lot of car crash videos because I'm kind of addicted to them.
Yeah.
You not believe how easy it is for a regular sedan to flip on the highway.
Yeah, absolutely.
From one moment of bad judgment or inattentiveness. And you want to scream at people for going out for a walk.
And here's the thing is just, why don't you own a motorcycle, dude?
because I would die. I'd
I
be
mean-
dead in a week. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, and that's in large part why I've never even entertained the idea, because I know the type of individual I am, and I would want to fucking push that motorcycle to its limits.
Yeah.
And it's not a way that I want to die, so I don't trust myself with it. So I'm not going to buy a motorcycle. Like, we've had this conversation before, and you know what? I choose to not participate in that. More power to the people that want to participate in that for being responsible in the whole nine.
I have a 22-mile commute that I could save a buttload of gas if I rode a motorcycle. There's good reason for me to get a bike.
Fucking
But-
Alex. I give motorcycles for a safe hobby. Rock
Rock
climbing.
climbing. Yeah.
And-
Hey, at least with rock climbing, when you fall and hit a rock, you're not going 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, potentially.
Potentially.
What's
I guess.
terminal velocity?
Yeah. I think you reach terminal velocity at about 500 feet.
So you're good.
yeah.
You should be
Um,
good.
So I know I've talked about this before, but my brother left his car at my house for 3 months, and this car
Yeah.
is essentially a race car.
Yeah.
And by the time it was time for him to take it back, I pretty much told him, get that thing out of my house. Because if it stays here any longer, I'm going to die. I have no self-control behind the wheel of that car.
And that's the beauty of this weird experiment that we call the United States of America, as we ought to have, and we should have, and the intention was to have the freedom to make whatever stupid fucking mistakes we wanted to, even
That's
if
how
you think.
we need to market it that way. We need
Like-
to stop marketing it as some kind of like highfalutin noble thing. Like, your freedom is there so you can do stupid things to yourself.
And you know what? I may not agree with it. You may not agree with my stupid stuff, but we're all doing stupid stuff in one way or another. I've had this discussion with Gun Jesus, and he's on a mission to be responsible and open up business responsibly, blah blah blah. But like, I've talked to him about it. Like, I can't take you seriously because you use speed.
Yeah.
Like, you have admitted publicly and in private that you like to speed. So as somebody who likes the same energy to be taken on everything, now I'm a hypocrite. I have a lot of hypocrisies, and I once I figure them out, then I have to adjust one way or another. But it's just I can't take you seriously when you're being hypocritical about this shit. Like you just can't. So it's.
So I only caught about 10 minutes of his opinions in the last week or so.
Yeah.
Are we not saying his name?
Oh, you can say his name.
Okay, we're talking about Pincus. Pincus has kind of been on a crusade to say we need to start taking matters into our own hands and open up our businesses, but we need to be very safe about it.
Correct. Which is not a bad message.
No, it's not a bad message. And I told him that I do agree with him. I think the main problem, though, is that people have been drawing that line since day one based on their financial interest in the decision. So people who came to that conclusion way before he did so because they were like, I need to make money to live.
Correct.
And he got to a point where he felt comfortable making that decision, and
Because of the masses.
he's preaching it, which is fine, but you need to keep telling people, like, this is my approach. This is how I'm doing it.
Correct.
Because at this point, I can't really tell people how to handle this as far as business decisions and stuff. Like,
And that's the thing. It's not the same for everyone. We had a customer that came in yesterday. His dad is on the board of Remington. Monkey Shoulders. Nice.
monkey shoulder.
So he's on the board of Remington. So this dude was like, okay, my dad's going to send me a fuck ton of guns. He told us the future of Remington, which I'll tell you offline.
Sweet.
So he's
Inside
like,
information.
so my dad sent me all kinds of guns from Remington. which coincidentally they're not here yet, but he started the background check and all that stuff. And he says, I've been cooped up in the house for 2 months. Says, I think I've gone out four times in the past 2 months. So obviously in conversation, he talks about him taking care of his 80-year-old or 90-year-old grandma. He's like, so I'm just doing it for, yeah. So I'm doing it for her. Like, I got to make sure I stay home. He's like, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't give a fuck at all. And I wouldn't give a fuck in any way, shape, or form. But like, that's for me. Like, I'm not doing it because government's asking me to. I'm not doing it because the neighbors are fucking Karen or fucking people who don't know how to mind their own fucking business. It's just, I got to be conscious of the fact that my grandma lives with me and I take care of my grandma.
Right. Yeah. And I'm in the same boat. I mean, I got to be concerned for my family, and I got to be concerned for interests that expand outside of my family that I have a direct impact on. But at the same time, I feel like I'm living this out in the way, like, my opinion about all of this. Oh my God, look at that. That's huge.
That's what she said.
Put that away. Jeez.
Yeah, this is made by a local distiller.
Oh yeah, one of the local whiskey distillers is making.
Oh, dude, you can tell it's a whiskey distiller.
Oh, does it smell like mash?
Oh my God,
you could probably just drink it.
It's fucking whiskey, dude.
Oh, it's it's uncured whiskey. They're probably just taking it right out of the still,
dude. So this is.
You can drink that. You can.
I'm not going to. This is 80%. This is 80% alcohol. Store below 100 degrees. But yeah, local distillery. Somebody who works there brought us this, and I put some on. I'm like, what the fuck? This is this.
You better hope you don't get a visit from the ATF while you got that on your hands. Although at this point, they're probably just like, yeah, I'd be drinking too if I were you. Yeah, Joel says kind of like moonshine. That pretty much is moonshine. Yeah.
It smells like whiskey. Anyways.
So my perception of the risk matches my actions for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, to me, that's kind of just like the best I can do. You know, I do think this is a real thing. I do think people really are getting sick, and I do think that there really are people that are dying. I don't take any extra precautions during flu season. Any.
None.
So for me to take extra precautions at all is a big deal.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it. I'm wiping things down. I'm washing my hands. I'm, using the sanitizer.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what Alex said. I'm sure it's been covered, but in case someone isn't paying attention, essential businesses are the ones that best line the state's pockets. I'm kind of wondering at this point if that's true. You saw what was happening in Michigan.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it's wrong, because if you think about every other business that they shut down can primarily be a cash driven business. So you can run a restaurant and be like, no, we're not going to take credit cards, or tips are cash or whatever. Salons are typically cash driven business, rub and tugs or massage parlors, cash driven business, bars, strip clubs, cash driven businesses. So it's easier to hide.
Concealed carry classes.
You fucking take that back. So car sales, they can't, those are not essential. They can't have it open. In fact, I know Martinez, he became a car salesman, and he just lost his job. All of the car salesmen lost their job.
I was wondering about that. I thought that the car dealerships were supposed to be closed, and then somebody told me they're open, but I haven't seen them actually open.
So no, they're closed. A lot of the little ones that are open are by appointment only, because you're doing online sales.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So this is interesting.
Oh, okay. So this fool's in that industry. Guns are essential.
Guns are essential. Training is not.
Which is weird, because
should be the other way around.
Shooting ranges are essential.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they were closed.
Nope.
Except for the ones attached to gun stores.
Well, yeah, they're all attached to gun stores.
No, not Pikes Peak Gun Club, not Shiny
Oh,
Mountain
okay.
Shooting Complex. So yeah, there's some that are just gun ranges.
Yeah.
Auto body's still open. That's considered essential. Construction still open. But I tell you what, dude, I'm getting tired of something else. I'm getting tired of people saying you don't know the truth. You know what I heard?
What did
I heard. Stop telling me what you heard, man.
You don't know the truth, man.
People telling me that they heard the National Guard is on their way. They've heard that
On the way.
things are.
Your best friend fucking sent me a text. He's like, I got some information coming down the pipeline. Like, God damn you, dude. Et tu?
It too, Brute. Yeah.
Fuck
No, I
happened
mean,
to your analysis and your fucking numbers game?
This is definitely something I could do without, is people telling me this stuff.
And it's so easy to fall into because I've done it too. Like, and I've caught myself like talking about that. Oh, well, I heard, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know shit.
Oh, I've done it too. But somebody in one of my classes told me as he was walking out the door, he goes, "Hey, be ready." I go, I go, "Yeah, no, I stay ready." He goes, "No, man, it's coming." I was like, "What's coming?" He's like, "You watch. You think things are bad now? Pretty soon, man.
Pretty soon.
I'm like,
You're gonna die.
Okay, how about you come back in 2 weeks and tell me, hey, man, chill. Nothing happened. That's what I need. I need all these people who told me that stuff was going to happen to come back and tell me they were wrong. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's all I need. So speaking of classes, I have to get this off my chest before I forget.
Get it off your chest. You were supposed to tell me something. Hopefully this is it.
So
you got an award.
I got an award.
Yes.
Now this award was not plastic or metal or glass or anything you can hold in your hand.
An award. Yes.
Somebody told me
Yes.
that they watched your video
Yes.
and they watched mine.
They told you the same thing they told me. Yours is better.
And mine was better.
Yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
I was like, you don't know how much that means to me.
The funny thing is people tell me that same shit too.
Yeah.
Like, I'll believe it when we're both in the same room and they tell you and they tell me the same
Yeah,
thing.
we're both in the same room. They're gonna be like, I thought you were the same person.
Because I had an old lady. She told me, and she said, and she was there with her husband. She's like, well, Isaac had more visual aids, but you had more eye candy.
Message received. I'll wear less clothes next time.
Yeah, that's clearly what I did. Did it with the shirt off. So when people, I've only had two people like make a comment about the video, watching yours and watching mine. And when they told me that, like it was like, well, if Isaac was here, you'd probably say the same shit to him.
Yeah.
Like, yours is better. Because so far, I'm waiting for the one person I was like, yeah, it kind of sucked.
Yeah. I watched
haven't
your
had
video and I watched Edgar's. I liked Edgar's better.
No.
Thank you for telling me.
or just say like, yeah, it was brutal. Because when I ask people, like, oh, did you watch the video? And they say, yeah, I say the same stupid joke. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry you had to watch it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it was really good. It was really informative. Like, no, like it's a fucking video. Like, who are you telling?
I can't watch a 10-second video without switching to something else.
Like who you telling? Like whatever. Just tell me the fucking truth. They're like, no. Like, no, you're being polite. So I'm waiting for the one person who's like, yeah, it fucking sucked, dude. Like it sucked doing that. And then I tell them, oh, you didn't even have to watch it, dude. Ha.
Turns out the online part's illegal.
So that's funny. I was expecting something more exciting, more riveting.
No, that was it. That's all I got.
But
I have to cling to the scraps.
We'll give it to you. We'll
so
give it to you.
On Saturday, I had the first time. Was it Saturday? I don't even know what day it was. I was doing the class, and I'm in the middle of a sentence, and I can't remember if I've already said this sentence.
Yeah, that shit sucks, dude. Because it's like your 10th time saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Because now it's not just once every day. Now it's like fucking 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
10 times in the span of 3 hours.
it was awkward because I'm like speaking with force and everything, and I just stop right in the middle of the sentence. I'm like,
Did I say this?
I said that. I was like, did I say this already? Everybody's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you probably weren't listening. I've never seen somebody fall asleep standing up before, but I think
It
I'm getting
happens.
close in the class.
Dude,
Yeah.
I definitely hate doing the classes this way. As much
I
as I
tell them all I hate doing it like this.
hate it.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand. It just well, one, I'm probably more of an entertainer than educator, but I'm still an educator. I still want to educate people.
Well, you're Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Fuck yeah.
You're more of an entertainer than an educator. You see, what's great about the world is it's round, kind of like this ball.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's
so-
really big.
Shit's so funny.
I need to work on that impression.
Hey, I seen this is one time when I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Rogan? He had Neil deGrasse Tyson on, and fucking they started talking about cell phones, and he's like, yeah, he pulled out his fucking piece of shit iPhone. He's like, yeah, I don't put a cover on it. And then Rogan's like, oh, okay, like what do you do? He's like, all I do is just do this. I get myself and I make sure that I touch it and I feel it and I just play with it. And then Rogan's like, oh, really? Like, oh my God, that works? Like, yeah, I just get it. And then just like, what the fuck is this? Like, kind of fucking retarded shit are we on right now?
Tyson was doing that?
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson now.
That just goes to show you, man. You could be smart and still be an idiot.
But the my point with that is like everybody will stop and like, wow, did you see what he did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There are people at home doing it like, oh, this really works.
Now I don't need a case.
I could take the case off.
Shit's funny.
This is I'm reading a book about Thomas Edison right now, which it's funny. Thomas Edison was incredibly intelligent. I mean, the guy was a legit genius.
See, better than you. See, Gonzo said so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he didn't take my class though.
Well, he didn't have to.
So Edison was real smart, dude. There was a period in his life where he was registering a new patent like every day for years.
What happened to Molalabe motherfuckers?
And he was, I mean, just a brilliant man. So he gets interviewed by the New York Times, and the guy interviewing him starts asking him about religion, and he starts asking him about the soul, because you got to remember, this is 1911, man. Nobody knew anything. They still thought the soul could be weighed. They still thought the soul was inside the brain somewhere. So it was up for discussion. So Edison decides to wax philosophical and theological, and he starts talking about how religion is stupid and people shouldn't believe that stuff because they can't measure it and everything. And it's fine. I mean, if that's what you want to say, that's fine. The thing is like he's not an expert. But people think that because he's an expert in one thing, he's supposed to be an expert in everything he talks about.
That's how we end up with the fucking mechanical engineer talking about fucking climate change.
Exactly. So he gets crucified in the press for this. Just absolutely crucified. And after that interview was over, he was done thinking about it. He was like, after it was over, like he couldn't care less about it. And but everybody wanted to carry this on for weeks and weeks. It reminds me of Twitter 100 years ago. People take one thing you say, and because it's in print, all of a sudden you're held accountable for that for the rest of your life. And this guy is not an expert in philosophy or theology or anything like that. He's just talking about what he thinks about the soul. And so when you see like somebody like Neil deGrasse Tyson on the Rogan podcast, it's kind of amplified because, yeah, he's a physicist and he's on Rogan's podcast. So he must know what he's talking about. You know?
Also, by the way, if you guys want to know how smart I am and how much people listen to what I have to say. All you have to do is Google Edgar Antillon and then quotes, and there's
What? Pull
quote,
that up. Pull that up. That first one.
there's actually quote pages.
Are these your quotes?
So, yeah,
Did you make this website?
this is an actual fucking quotes.net. I don't know who the fuck this is.
It's not you. You should
No.
put some of your. I bet you could submit quotes to this.
No, apparently somebody did create something about it. I don't know if it's auto-populated or what the fuck. Like, what the fuck is this? I love my mountains just as much as I love my guns. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know where the fuck I said that.
You probably did say that at some
Submitted by JP's03. I don't like.
which is so you don't like mountains very much.
Yeah, I think they're overrated. Fucking stupid.
That's probably what it was, dude. Totally overrated. They misquoted you. They chopped it off before you finished.
This one's good.
Yeah, you should get wash your ass up there.
I was promised a free nation, not a safe one.
Wow, look at all these, man.
We are an amazing culture here in the U.S. We're a melting, but I don't know when the fuck I said that. So, anyways,
The best way to protect me from your hate is not to create it.
I don't know what that means. So, anyways, that's how smart I am.
Oh, that quote came from White Appreciation Day. I bet you. Scroll down.
Probably.
Scroll down a bit.
Oh,
Oh, you're already off of it. We're a melting pot, but that we should also include white people in that too.
Is that what it said?
Those are campaign quotes. Tish says.
Those are campaign quotes.
Okay, I got you. I read you.
I don't know, because the mountains and shit, that was not. I don't know.
Yeah, that must have been when you were running.
You guys need to
as a
go to that
Democrat.
website. You guys need to go to that website. What was it? Quotes.net, and then look for my name, and then submit whatever quotes I've said. Got to be real though. Like I say, wash your ass.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Hey, what's up? This.
You should do a montage of that.
It wouldn't.
Guns for everyone.
It wouldn't be much of a montage. It would just be the same clip over and over again.
That teacher, they did that, and it's just him coming in the classroom every fucking day.
Oh,
Whoop,
yeah.
whoop. Whoop, whoop. Same shit every fucking day. Whoop, whoop. Shit's hilarious.
Yeah. So besides the government restrictions currently going on, do you think these protests are going to get worse?
I hope so.
I was surprised. I saw the Michigan one and then kind of was like, oh, well, that's a one-off. And
So
then
one
the next day it's 7 states.
one thing that I've understood, or one thing that I've understood more about myself in all of this, if that makes sense. One thing that I've realized is that maybe not in the material aspect am I that prepared. So shit hits the fan, but I'm definitely a lot more emotionally and psychologically prepared for the Boogaloo than I anticipated.
Yeah, that's a good topic, actually, because we've all had that moment at least once in the last 3 weeks where it was like, are my magazines loaded? And not like in a rhetorical sense, but
Yeah.
like an actual,
Like,
and where are they? And am I going to be able to carry enough of them?
Yeah, it's so that was an interesting realization. Like, I'm actually fucking ready. Like, I'm like can't lie and say that there's not a little bit of fear, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm more prepared than I thought I was. Because
Yeah.
I've always said I'm a little bitch. Like, I'm not gonna start the Boogaloo and shit like that, and I'm still sticking to that, mostly for legal reasons. But I'm definitely not gonna be turning on the faucet. But like, I'm a lot more prepared psychologically and emotionally to it than I thought.
Yeah. I would say that I am too, but probably not in the same way that you are. my approach, my attitude towards it was more like resigned to it than looking forward to
Correct.
it or being
Yes.
in any way excited about it.
I'm gonna answer Gonzo really quick. Why am I so concerned with people washing their ass? Because we fucking have to smell it.
It's a small store.
I don't want to fucking smell your fucking stinky ass when you come to the store. In fact, nobody, in any area around you wants to smell anybody's stinky ass. There's a lot where I can take that, and I'm just gonna leave it there because there's some ladies in here. Ladies might benefit from it.
Yeah. Well, you know what we need is an executive order to
Executive order.
tell people that they need to wash their ass.
Wash their ass.
Because apparently they don't want to do it on their own.
Wash
So the natural answer is to have the government do it.
But yeah, I think what you just said is kind of where I'm just resigned to it. Just like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
And what's amazing to me is how weirdly calm the whole easing into it has been. So no shots have been fired. Nobody's running through the streets torching businesses and buildings, but at the same time, we all just kind of slid into this. Hey, close your business and stay at home. And everybody's like, man, wow. Huh. Well, okay. Hey Ryan, thanks for dropping in tonight. And thanks for the donation as well. Appreciate it very much. So I'm just surprised at how easily all of this has just been accepted. And I don't necessarily mean by people who are having their freedoms trampled. I mean just accepting the new reality.
Yeah.
Of being in this situation where you have to look at every single person as a potential.
Wait. Brian Butterfraz. Is that it? Butterfraz? That's the way
it's Butterfra.
Butterfra.
No,
I'm gonna say it that way. Hey Ryan, did you watch my fucking video too, or just fucking lamos over here? And if so, which video was better? I don't know if I want the answer to that. I don't know if my fragile ego can handle it, but fucking lay it on me.
You better prepare yourself for this boogaloo.
I still want to know what the gamer booty is. That gamer booty. Is it the sweaty swamp ass booty?
Gamer booty? Oh, dude, yeah. With a little bit of Mountain Dew residue mixed in. Yeah. So, but like we've accepted this.
Just lame. So he knew what's up.
Right. Hey, I'm not gonna argue, man. I couldn't watch it myself.
No, dude, don't watch mine later, dude. Do not put yourself through that torture. You watched Isaac's enough. That's punishment enough, right? That's there.
Punishment enough, yeah. So we've just kind of taken it at very easily as we switched into this. I'm starting to think that if people were rioting and burning down storefronts, that people 2 blocks away would just be like, well, Tiger King's on. And they just put their feet up and just hope that their house doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it didn't go quite so suddenly. I remember during the LA riots, there was a palpable fear, even in our house, that this was going to spread.
Because you weren't that far from it, huh?
Well, we were in San Diego, and it was happening in LA. And it did spread. Yeah, it did spread to San Diego a little bit, but not. Yeah. Oh man, Chris just gave me that. Gave me a dry heave there. Dingleberries, gamer dingleberries. Is that extra points? But yeah, that all popped off really quickly. Like it went from here's the verdict to 2 hours later, full on riots. Joel says, you notice no post offices burned. I don't know if you want to go there, dude. I don't know if you want to go there. But you can go there if you want to, Joel, because you got the pass. I don't have a pass on that one. but you can go ahead and go there. If you write it, I'll say it. Do you know what he's talking about?
He's talking racist.
It's not racist. It's classist.
It's class. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the on Netflix, there is a documentary about the LA riots called 1992, I think it is, or something. And in it kind of wraps up with what's her face? Who's that representative from California? Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters finally takes charge of the crowds. You know, she gets up with a bullhorn and she tells everybody to be calm and everything. But you know where she is? She's at the post office. And it was May 1st. It was first of the month. She's trying to get all these people to come into the post office in an orderly manner. And so that's kind of where she stuck her flag in the ground as being the hero of the LA riots, was managing the welfare check line.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. So
however,
fucking systemically racist, all of that shit is like, it's so crazy how this bitch and every other politician claims to be on our side, and I'm talking about brown people now. God, I don't want to take it there.
Okay, well let's flip it though. Let's do this. What's the word I'm looking for?
Flip.
Let's be 360 about this.
Do it.
Because you got these boogaloo fools who talk all day long about standing up to the government and you know, being a part of the chaos and basically putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
And they don't do it. But these people did.
Yeah.
You know, they had a problem with the cops and they did something about it. And you could argue that what they did was stupid, but it was risky.
And it happens consistently, by the way. Ferguson.
Yep. Baltimore. I mean, LA's no stranger to this. It's happened before. It hasn't happened in a while, which is kind of amazing. But you know, you can argue that burning down stores in your own neighborhood is a stupid thing to do. But I think unless you really live there, you don't understand the dynamics going on there. And also, it's risky. Those people out there are risking arrest. They're risking real injury. They're risking a lot. And that has to count for something. And I'm not saying I agree with them. I'm just saying, you know, you want to make fun of them for lining up for their welfare checks at the post office. 24 hours before that, they were doing more than you will ever do when you're pissed off at the government.
Correct.
So, again, not taking sides, but it's, you know, you got to look at the whole picture. So,
yeah, buddy.
And Maxine Waters is a whore.
She's a bitch. So I'm going to change tunes a little bit.
Do it.
People are going to be hearing different messages when they call us. Hopefully we can get it set up soon. We're just waiting on a few numbers to get transferred. But I want to get your approval on online.
I recorded.
You recorded.
Well, I'm going to report this episode and get it removed. So you can say whatever you want.
Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you for calling Guns for Everyone. After this brief message, you will get a menu option. Yes, we are open for business. We are still conducting classes. We do not have ammo. We do not have AR or AK magazines. The best way to find out about our inventory is to visit the store. Our store hours can be found on Google, Facebook, and our website. Please listen closely to the following options. Press 1 for retail. Press 2 for training. Press 3 for FFL services.
Check this out.
Seriously? You didn't like any of the options? Please listen closely to the following options.
Hit a
Press
button.
1 for retail. Press
When they
2
hit
for
something
training.
other than 1, 2, or
Press
3?
3 for FFL services. Seriously? You didn't like any of the options? Please listen closely.
Now, if you
to the
don't make an
following
option,
options.
watch in 10
Press 1
seconds
for
after he
retail.
stops talking.
Press 2 for training.
Check this
Press
out.
3 for FFL services. I don't have time to be waiting on you. Time is money. Please listen closely to the following options.
Time,
Press 1.
time is money. Oh man.
So when people call Guns for Everyone, that's what they're gonna get from now on.
That's funny, dude. So oh man. So you just type that in and then it just repeats what you typed?
It repeats what I typed. Yeah.
Is there any real restriction on what you put in there?
So far, I haven't found any.
You got to get wash your ass in there. Press
Yep.
4. Press 4 if you have not washed your ass.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Obviously, I'm in agreement with whatever you decide to put on there.
Obviously. let me add that shit in there.
I can't keep going, dude. Something about farts and asses.
Me sucking parts out of asses.
Yeah. Press 6 if you'd like me.
But no, because then people would misinterpret that, and that's only
Yes.
for ladies.
Yes, that's only
Only for the ladies. All right,
You gotta
here we go.
You got to make that as a sub menu.
Let's try it out.
Thank you for calling Guns for Everyone. After this brief message, you will get a menu option. Yes, we are open for business. We are still conducting classes. We do not have ammo. We do not have AR or AK magazines. The best way to find out about our inventory is to visit the store. Our store hours can be found on Google, Facebook, and our website. Please remember to wash your ass. Please listen.
That's it, dude. You you nailed it. You nailed it. Yes. That's
So unprofessional. We're gonna fucking beat out a ton of motherfuckers that just like, what the fuck?
no, dude. No. You will get a few people who will hang up, but then you're gonna get that whole okay. I just watched Social Network last night. Have you seen that? I mean, it's kind of an old movie now.
Is it the Facebook one?
The Facebook one.
I'm gonna
And
go LOL.
like you are a like a weird version of Mark Zuckerberg.
Or he's
as soon as somebody tells you this is a bad idea, you're like, no, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is gonna work. So
Oh, Ryan. Yes, press 4 to apply for Edgar second wife. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That shit's going on there. That shit's gold. I mean, it's gonna be 4 and not 5. But if you want to be my additional wife, because it's not the second wife, it's the additional wife.
yeah.
Saying second wife makes it seem like I'm divorcing my current wife, and that's not the case.
Or, second position.
Second position.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Not a place you want to be stuck in. Yeah, so if you leave that on there, the wash your ass thing, dude, people are they're gonna be like, dude, you gotta listen to this. Hold on, listen.
It's staying on there. I'm just gonna add LOL at the end.
No.
He's gonna say LOL.
No.
Take it out.
Just leave it as wash your ass.
Please remember, wash your ass.
You should have a sign on the door that says due to corona I'm not gonna say it. Due to the vid, we are strictly enforcing ass washing. Do not come in here if you have not washed your ass. Why not, man? Why not at this point?
Point for reals.
Yeah.
Like we're at this point where, like, no matter what we do, we're pissing people off. I've been so good, and I've tried my best to be inclusive, and I kind of feel betrayed by that one group that is probably going to be marginalized. Every other gun store, they're probably gonna get shit talked to, and then for them or for a large chunk of them to be fucking Judas and be a bunch of little bitches. I think you're right. I think at this point it's just like fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that you've gotten as far as you have in life by being yourself. And when you try not to do that, it just probably kills the mood.
Kills the
Salad,
fucking-
salad tossers anonymous. I'm on step 5, Brian. Yeah. So, this group that you're talking about, I know you can't give anything away.
Yeah.
But
I can. It just
well,
I-
yeah, you're trying not to give anything away.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot what I was going to ask. Yeah. Anyway, so I think you should put the sign on the door. It would make people laugh before they walked in, and it would definitely keep
Well, a lot of
people out
people are
who
not-
don't have a sense of humor.
a lot of people are actually not even coming into the store anymore, dude.
Are they doing it all outside? Be yourself, man. Just burp right into the microphone.
That shit came out as I was talking. Like there was no controlling that one. That
That
was
happens
loose
to me
one.
during classes.
that was a loose one. No, like we're doing. If you're picking shit up online, or if you're just doing a quick little, basically, if you don't have to be in the fucking store, and this is probably something we're gonna adopt forever.
Mm-hmm.
The less people we have inside the store is probably better, just overall.
But then you don't get the impulse buy. They're in there to a transfer, and they're like, oh, they see a
True.
G something. I don't even know.
True.
I don't know what the numbers are anymore.
Fucking Blog 95.
Let me say this. Let me say this right now.
Say it.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
I was just going to say, I think that NFA rules no longer apply. How about that? What do you think?
I've never believed that they applied. In fact, I've made fun of you and the other Arroyo Palooza crew for fucking being stamp collectors.
Yeah, my days of collecting stamps are long gone. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Although there's one time where we were talking about you letting me borrow something.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it was.
Something with a stamp on it, probably.
Oh, it definitely something with the stamp. I can't remember exactly what it was though.
Oh,
Either way.
you had something in your car for like a day or two.
Oh, I couldn't speed.
Yeah, that must have
Couldn't
been
speed.
hard.
Not really. I mean, it is now.
So, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about National Firearms Act weapons that are regulated by the government, such as short barrel rifles, shotguns, or suppressors. Now, I will say this: if you want a good quality suppressor, you're probably going to have to get a tax stamp, because unless you have a machine shop and you're willing to put in the work,
Form
can't-
1.
you
It's
can't get
Form
a
1.
decent suppressor from the internet. Well,
Oh.
from the not dark web. I've never shopped on the dark web.
Yeah.
I totally would. It's just more work than I
lot
want to
more
put into it, you know. But one-stop shop, I
Have
get
you
my
Form
heroin and my suppressors in the same place.
Have you Form 1?
Form 1? Yeah, Form 1 is the manufacturer.
Yeah, making your own.
Form 1 a gun, not a suppressor.
Not a suppressor.
Yeah, Joel says 3D print a suppressor. Yeah, that's not going to work on a 30 cal. Sorry.
It's not going to
Nope.
work on anything.
Well, I heard it could work on a 22 for a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amazon reviews for diesel filters suggest otherwise. That's true. But you're still not going to get a high performance
Haven't we shot out of a filter? Or is it a fuel filter?
it was a fuel filter. It was a prop for a movie we were shooting.
Correct.
So obviously it wasn't real.
Right.
Just kidding, it was real. But yeah, it was there was some talk about 3D printing 22 suppressors and that they would work for a little while, but eventually the threads would give up, I think. I'm not sure. But I will say for sure. I don't care anymore.
Well, you used a pillow one time.
I did use a pillow. It was just
When the
technically
When the
illegal.
motherfucker got out of line, you were just like, whoopee.
Yeah. A
Do we
plastic
still
water
have
bottle.
video?
Yeah, I think we do.
Nice.
Should post that one up. A plastic water bottle doesn't work. Well, maybe okay, maybe for a 22.
For 22.
Yeah, anything other than that is just gonna blow that bottle apart.
Beat him.
But I shouldn't be allowed near suppressors anymore because I'm starting to think of new ways to use them that probably aren't legal. Basically, trying to get people to slow down on my street.
Everything is legal. Everything is legal.
So, there's one more thing about the protests I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Have you heard that in a couple of these states they're protesting during the governor's daily briefing and they're getting themselves overheard in the briefing? Like the noise is creeping in to the into the briefing.
No, I haven't seen that shit.
Yeah. Now that is something that I appreciate. And holding a protest downtown in Denver on Sunday is not going to accomplish that.
It is not.
Wait, does the governor do updates on Sundays?
I haven't seen him do anything on Sundays.
Oh, he's probably at church.
This is our very first video, dude.
Oh my gosh, look how tan Wannabe is.
Wannabe so tan.
That was the Cosmoline video.
The Cosmoline video.
If you don't know this, Wannabe the Luchador put out a series of instructional videos back in the early 2010s. And the first one was how to remove Cosmoline from a surplus Mosin Nagant. I believe it was with a steam cleaner.
Steam cleaner.
Did that actually work? Did you ask him?
It did. I was there. I was behind the camera. This is when we kind of got along. Yeah, that shit worked.
Huh.
That shit worked. You just got to make sure. Look, his face says right there. It works.
It works. Yeah.
Hey, it works.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he does anything on Sundays. He is too essential to work on Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if this protest got him to be like, okay, cool, I'm not going to take a paycheck, because Polis doesn't need a fucking paycheck.
No.
That's one thing where it's just, I hate Cheeto Man. I don't think he's a good businessman. I don't think he's a good president. I don't think any of that shit. And in fairness, I don't think anybody's a good president, because that's just admitting that having a ruler is an okay thing. And I just hate the state. So that said, one thing that I can respect on a personal level and just on an ethical level is the fact that Trump said, nah, I don't need $450,000 a year, because that shit's, first of all, fucking chump change. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Polis has maybe a little bit less money, but he's stacked.
Loaded?
That motherfucker's stacked.
Oh, let's do a quick search.
Quick search.
Jared Polis
So-
net worth.
So I think he could be giving up his paycheck.
Woo!
What's his number?
Polis, estimated net worth $300 million.
Yeah, that's he's stacked. So nowhere near Trump money, but
He looks like a millionaire too,
like he's
like a real son of a bitch.
he's got money. He's got fucking money. So, and as far as I know, he hasn't given up his state salary. So he could be doing that.
God, this guy needs some skin cream. For a gay man, he doesn't really take care of himself.
He doesn't take care of himself. We expected more from you. The gay community is disappointed in you. Wait, that made it sound like I was gay.
I've been told.
I've been told my wife is gay and she's disappointed in you.
He looks about as uncomfortable in a suit as you do, too, though.
I actually like wearing suits,
Well, I've
But
only seen you
I
wear
mean-
one once.
but I may still look uncomfortable wearing one, even though I like wearing them.
He's got a picture here with Michelle Obama.
So does George.
Two good-looking dudes right there.
Fuck out of here! You would have about Michelle Obama?
I'm
I'd
just
let her have
kidding.
it.
I've always been in the minority there. I don't think she's bad looking at all.
She can get it. I don't give a fuck what you guys say.
Madame First Lady, you can get it.
You can fucking get it. And I think we're lucky enough that I strongly believe that fucking Barack is a cuck. So I think he'd just be in the corner somewhere, just like, I just want to watch.
Him and Polis would be in another room.
I don't know if he's gay. I just said he was a
No,
cuck.
I know he is.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he came
Think
on to me the last time I was at the White House, man.
Up here at the White House.
Yeah.
Nah.
He wanted to show me his assault weapons ban.
Weapon. Say hello to my big friend.
Nick says YouTube has a video of him coming home and bitching that the land next to him set up a fracking operation and how he was bitching about it. That would make sense. I think he hates fracking. Not sure. Oh, Polis has a lot in Canadian oil. Oh, that's why. Okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
He owns all Canadian oil.
Tisha says, "Oh yes, Edgar, she's gonna give it to you."
I would give her.
I like it when the wife keeps you in check. Not yours specifically, just in general.
In general.
Yeah, mine got pissed the other day. Brought up the whole fact that I was still doing classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what context? You gotta.
We were talking about having some people spend the night, and she didn't want to do it because she felt like it was a bad idea, considering current situation. But she's like, "But what does it matter? You still go out and do classes."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. No blow.
I was like, "Yeah, well, I have nothing to say." Yeah. So, shoot, I keep thinking of something that I wanted to say, and then I keep getting distracted, and now I can't remember it. Oh yeah. Has anybody, any news organization at all, period, anywhere, covered the fact that Polis issued that executive order about the concealed carry permits?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Have you seen it? Where have you seen it?
But you said any news organization.
Okay, besides podcasts.
No, well, I'm not counting them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Univision?
No.
While you're looking it up, Governor Polis issued an executive order last week saying that the requirements for the in-person application.
Not doing it, by the way.
No, I just emailed them today about it. I'll tell you what they said in just a second. So Governor Polis is waiving the requirement for the in-person application and the fingerprints. Still requiring the background check, but basically setting it up so that concealed carry permit applications can be filed in the same way that your vehicle registrations are filed, which is all by mail. Or dropping off the application in a mailbox and then having them process it. Nope, I haven't seen any news organization cover this, so I'm interested to see what you got. What do you got? Do you got to pay twice? I don't know if you got to pay twice.
Yeah, you do have to pay twice.
So you pay for the emergency permit and you pay for the renewed permit?
Yeah, for the real permit, yep.
So the way I read the executive order was that the issuing of an emergency permit was at the discretion of the sheriff's office. They could go ahead and issue permits using the regular criteria as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's tough because there's no in-person thing. So, I mean, there's nothing prohibiting them from doing there. But anyway,
you could still submit photo ID and proof of address and your application.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. I mean, I sent out an email with what it says.
Okay, so 9 News covered it.
Channel 7.
Oh, Channel 7. Sorry.
So let me F3 this bitch so we can F3. Doo-doo-doo. Temporary emergency permits. Boom. There you go.
Okay, so they covered it in that they printed the executive order, but they didn't cover it like a news story. Because to me, this is a news story, man.
Well, I mean, in fairness, they didn't cover any of this stuff. They just updated all of his 7:08, 6:38 p.m.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the point, though. Like to
They
me,
didn't put it as a news story.
to me,
about-
this is newsworthy.
So apply for temporary use. I'm here.
Yes,
Wrap up.
send donuts, then it'll be a 6-month emergency permit instead of just.
Yeah,
90
so I
days.
guess nobody had the headline like you want, but
To me, a Colorado Democratic governor doing this is a big deal. And also, equally to me, the fact that the sheriff's offices around the state are not doing this is also a newsworthy story.
especially a Republican sheriff.
Especially El Paso County. So I will read to you the email I got back from El Paso
So
County.
one thing that I have to mention in fairness and in the spirit of being objective is that Polis has always, now you may not agree with it because he's a Democrat and you're a crazy fucking conservative and you don't believe anything anybody with the D behind him says. But
Nice.
even when he was in Congress, he was staunchly, well, he was probably a little bit left of libertarian. So he's on the left side of libertarianism. So as far as guns, he's always been criticized by the Democratic Party for not being as anti-gun as they wanted him to be.
Again, not something you're going to hear in the news.
Correct.
Unless he's, I mean, unless it's in the middle of an election cycle and they don't want him.
So there was one news organization that mentioned how his libertarian practices and all that stuff. But I mean, clearly he's not that libertarian, or else he wouldn't have shut shit down. He'd have been like, fuck y'all, stay home if you don't want to catch the vid.
Okay, so this is the message from the Colorado Concealed Handgun Permit office within the sheriff's office. And I don't want to throw this person under the bus. They're just relaying the message.
Correct.
And honestly, this message is fair if you look at it purely from the
Information.
perspective, yeah, from the information. So we're working diligently behind the scenes with COVID, with the vid restrictions placed upon our office. Sheriff Elder has reviewed the executive order given him by Governor Polis that lifts certain in-person requirements for obtaining concealed handgun permits. At this time, we are not able to accommodate temporary permit applications. With reduced staffing in place, we are committed to processing our backlog of new permit applications from in-office appointments before the stay-at-home order was issued, as well as processing mailed-in renewal applications. We're working to the best of our abilities during these unprecedented trying times, and will resume processing in-person new permit applications as soon as we feel it's safe to do so, blah, blah, blah. So a couple of things about that. Number one, Guns for Everyone needs to take credit for the backlog of concealed handgun permit applications in El Paso County, because before I started doing classes down there, the typical wait time for an appointment for your permit was 3 to 5 days.
Now it's like a fucking
Now it's 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes. Number two, she's just relaying the information, but this is an excuse because it does not say once we catch up, we'll start processing non-in-person. It says we're processing permit applications from before the stay-at-home order and the renewals, and once
We feel it is safe.
once we feel it is safe, we will continue to process in-person applications. So they're
Yeah.
not going to do the non-in-person applications.
Yeah.
Thank you to our freedom-loving sheriff,
Republican.
Bill Elder,
Republican.
who loves the people, who will stand up for them
Republican.
against tyrants.
Republican.
Yes.
So, and I think Arapahoe County is doing them.
Douglas County is, right?
Douglas County. Now, is Douglas County, is that dude Republican or Democrat?
I don't know.
Huh.
But isn't Douglas County where where that guy had his house driven into?
I think that he was in Arapahoe County, if I'm not mistaken.
What am I trying to say? Green what?
I don't know what the fuck.
Dude, I'm having a massive stroke right now.
Do you need help?
Help!
Do you need help?
I'm gonna push my life alert button.
You caught that vid, dude.
I'm gonna have another little drinky poo.
You drinking that? You got a whiff of that fucking hand sanitizer,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It's just
So Ryan says small government can't keep up. Interesting. Yeah. Tisha says Arapahoe isn't doing it, but
I'm fucking checking it out right now.
Richard, where you been, dude? It's almost 11 o'clock. You know how we start. So initially,
yeah,
I thought that this was an order from the governor saying they had to do this, but this is voluntary.
Yeah, he just eliminated that, and he did this with a lot of stuff. So it's not like he
did it for the DMV.
He did it for some DMV, which, by the way, we my wife got a vehicle, and we're technically in Huerfano County, and Huerfano County is like, no, we ain't doing shit. Like, we're not doing mail, we're not doing email, because there are some DMVs that are doing some shit.
El Paso County's doing it by mail.
Yeah, so there's some that are doing some shit, but Huerfano County is like, nah, we good. And then so my wife's like, so what the fuck do I do if I get pulled over? Just have them call us. Cool.
Doing 95 in Lakewood. Yeah, just call Huerfano County.
Huerfano County.
It's cool.
You guys figure that shit out.
Ma'am, you were going 95 miles an hour. Yeah.
Just call them.
Call him.
Call them. And what? Bitch.
That's funny.
My husband has a quotes page.
By coincidence, my wife is also driving a new car that currently has no plates.
No plates?
But it will, because, I lack the courage of my convictions. Got it. I'm going to get my tax stamp, the one that you put on your car.
Oh, and you put it on your car.
It costs way more than $200, by the way.
Oh, lordy, Lord.
Yeah.
Lordy, Lord.
Gonzo, what county do you live in? By the way, I hope Gonzo is your real name. That would be awesome.
Gonzo.
Hey, Gonzo, or anybody else in the chat room, pop quiz. Who was the journalist who went by the name?
Important notice. This is Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office. There will be no new concealed handgun permit processing or fingerprint till April 30th, 2020. We will process renewals and temporary emergency permits pursuant to CRS 1812-209 and Governor Polis's Executive Order D 2020-029.
This is why you guys are married to each other, because it turns out you're both right.
I'm always right. My wife is wrong.
No. You're both right.
Nope, she is wrong.
She's right now.
Oh, she said, but maybe I misread it. Yeah, she just tried to cover her ass. She tried to cover your ass. Say it. Type that shit that I was right and you were fucking wrong. Type it.
Jefferson County, what are they doing with vehicle registrations?
Email them with vehicle registrations. Email them.
So I went to... do you email them a picture
Why
of
the fuck are we answering your motherfucking questions, motherfuckers? Like, since when did this become fucking government assistance?
Or
like,
Google?
Shit. Fucking Google that shit like I did, motherfuckers.
So the other day I'm coming home and I see a bunch of cop cars in my neighborhood, which is not unusual. But there were, no lie, 7 police cars surrounding one vehicle in a parking lot.
Jesus. They weren't wearing their mask.
Some of them were, but what I thought was interesting was the guy who appeared to be their target was pulling out of his spot and driving away without getting shot at. And I thought that was interesting. You know, if you do something and 7 cops show up, the chances of you leaving in your own car are pretty slim.
Yeah.
So
And he
that
got
was-
to leave.
That was weird.
Got a link for Google.
He you ever use that? Let me Google it for you link?
Let
I
me
don't think
Google
it works anymore. I tried to use it recently. It wasn't working.
No, I just post up the Google link. Like just that's what I do. One dude asked, I posted videos of the guns that we had, and one dude asked me, "What's the price?" I was like, "It's on the fucking post," and the post says, "If you have questions about the gun, visit the store." It's the fucking price.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of why we don't fucking answer phones and why we get so short? Did you see the fucking IG? I know you're off of IG
How long ago did you post it?
today.
No, I didn't.
All right, so let's watch this.
He had a box of donuts. That's why more than 2 showed up. Ooh, donuts. Aw.
So I made this post, and this is exactly like, and I'm an asshole about it to kind of be funny about it, but like I'm not trying to be an asshole at the same time. But this is why it's so hard, so difficult to keep up with comments and do all that shit. Watch, here we go.
To access your account, please enter your PIN, followed by the pound key. You have 343 new messages. To access the main menu at any time, press star.
343 new messages.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what you need? We need to go back in time.
So
You
when
need-
people are like, "Why didn't you answer my email? Why didn't you answer my call? I
Yeah.
sent you or I sent you a DM, or I sent you a comment, you didn't answer." Like, do you understand the amount of fucking phone calls we get, emails, DMs, all that shit? Like, if it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. It's 2 people that run the shit, and mainly one, my wife. There's no way.
You need a message board. So when on the website where the phone number is, you should have it grayed out. Say, in order to call, you need to click it. Okay. And then when they click it, it just takes it to a message board where you can ask your question on the message board, and then other people can answer the.
We lost that motherfucker. Did we lose you?
Oh man, that was my great idea, and you didn't hear it.
No. So we got on the other.
Dad says I called you 300 times, you didn't answer. Are you avoiding me?
So
I
yeah,
started to get suspicious after this 200 times.
we had the forum. I started the forum again, but the amount of fucking spam
Yeah.
is crazy. It's not
Mhm.
good spam, dude. It's like buy shoes and purses. Like, it's not even titties anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy. So I just got rid of that shit.
Richard said he was watching Hook with the kids. I'm not sure that's a valid excuse for missing the first hour of the show.
The show.
You can watch this show with the kids.
Totally appropriate.
What were we saying about sucking farts?
Sucking farts.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way, man.
But there isn't.
You could add a menu item that says,
Dude, I put it on the post. Email us. And you know what people still do?
call.
How much is it? Hey, man, I just seen the video. How much is it? So I don't give a fuck how many times we do. And then there's some people, bless their
By the way, this should be pointed out. I'm going to bet, and you can confirm if I'm wrong or right, but nobody who asks how much it is ever comes in and buys it.
Never. You know who does buy it? The people who just show up.
Yeah. because they don't have time to waste asking how much it is. They want to get there before somebody else buys it.
For somebody else. You know, when I did the video, people are like, "Hey, I seen the video. Do you still have this?" And they bought it. Like they just showed up.
Yeah. That's 99% of all of this business is like, don't pay attention to the people who call you. Pay attention to the people who show up.
Oh, and this is why I did this. Hey guys, Edgar here, Guns for Everyone. So people keep asking about our inventory. If you have questions about these guns, come to the store. We don't really have enough time to answer 500 emails and DMs and phone calls, and then still have time to answer comments. Just show up to the store. And if you're like, I'm not going to go to the store, well, obviously you don't want it that bad.
Exactly.
So,
like, are you thinking of buying it or not? If you're thinking of buying it, you might as well come down to the store.
So, and it sounds like such an asshole thing, but it's just, it's basic etiquette. Like when you bought your car, like how many times did you ask the price, even though it was already on the listing?
Oh, 300 times.
Yeah.
I left 300 messages asking what the price was.
What the price was, and then you DM them.
I DM them. Yeah.
You're just wasting time.
Yeah.
Or did you just like, hey, let's meet up?
Yeah.
Buy the fucking car.
Yeah.
Let me go fucking kick the tires and all that shit.
Speaking of the tires, I did chirp the tires on that thing pulling out of the neighborhood.
So if you guys are just curious about Isaac, he's rich.
I am now.
He's super duper rich.
We don't like to use that word. We prefer wealthy
or affluent.
Affluent, yes.
I remember the first time I heard that being used, affluent, was when that piece of shit kid ran over that or murdered the other person. Is that what he did?
Yeah. Well, he was suffering from affluenza.
Yeah. So that dude, that's the first time I heard it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? And then I checked it out. Oh, he's just a rich little bitch. And he
yeah. Yeah, I own a I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you that. This is the most expensive car I've ever bought.
I can attest to that. This fucker drove an old ass Honda Civic.
I've driven a Civic, but the car I had the longest was an Accord.
Oh, the Accord, the maroon one.
Mm-hmm.
That piece of shit.
12 years I drove that thing.
And then I had the pleasure of getting pulled over with you in your Mitsubishi Galant.
Yes.
Galant.
Right after I said, "Oh, I think we're going to get pulled over."
And then your piece of shit fucking 4Runner, which if it worked, it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
thing.
car you have.
Yeah. So this car, I spent $1,500 more on it than I've ever spent on a car, and I still didn't spend $10,000.
Yep.
And the retail price of this car is more expensive than any other car I've ever owned. 15 years ago when it was new.
When it was new 15 years ago. Look at this rich bitch buying 15-year-old cars.
15 years ago, this car cost $41,000.
God damn.
God. I tell you, I have been working on saving. Like, I'm really working at it. And it's not easy, but I've been working real hard at it. I don't even have half of that.
What are you going to say next? Like, I'm at grandparents that are dying. Like, I can't save money that way anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. I got to actually start saving my money. I can't imagine saving this much money, saving that hard, and then just turning it over to somebody for a car.
How much did it hurt?
Oh, it hurt, dude. I paid in a stack of hundreds.
Are you still feeling guilty?
We'll see. I'll feel guilty if something breaks on this car within the first 6 months.
No. But every time I buy, like, have a major purchase,
yeah,
it's just like, ugh. Like, maybe I should return it. So when I started doing the documentary, if you didn't watch my first documentary, I encourage you guys to watch it.
I've been talking about it in my classes.
Sweet. Rhetoric, I'll talk. Rhetoric. Oh,
Red Rick for the ESL people out there.
say it in English.
Rhetoric.
Rhetoric. Rhetoric. I'll talk, no action. Go check that shit out.
It's on Amazon, right?
It is on Amazon. So I filmed that with a DSLR camera. Now, my DSLR camera was sub $1,000. I think I actually paid like $600 for it. And the video quality, I don't think suffered that much. I think if I didn't tell you that I filmed that movie with a camera that was worth less than $1,000, I don't think most people would notice. But the audio, you could definitely tell that shit was sub $200 fucking piece of equipment.
Especially when the one interview I was in charge of the sound.
Yes, I mean, whatever. That was pretty bad. It peaked a lot, and there was no saving that fucking audio at all. So, anyways, I did my best with it. So, this new documentary, I am buying, and I appreciate those of you guys that are supporting it and helping out with donations and the raffles and all that stuff, because I am able to buy more equipment with it. Now, I'm cheap as shit. So I've been doing these raffles to gain money so I can buy professional equipment for this, so it's better quality on my second go around. And I've bought cameras, and I've bought recording equipment, audio equipment, and every time, dude, it's just like, fuck. How many fucking times can I eat if I didn't just buy this shit?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It is. I don't feel good about it at all.
So I usually feel that way when I spend a lot of money. But this time, we've needed a new car for about a year. And
you've never had a third row, huh?
No, we've had a third row. The Pathfinder's got a third row. Oh. Yeah. It's built for midgets and white people's dogs, but but we've been planning on buying a car for a year, and I was just trying to be patient, and not rush out. I thought about going to a dealer and finally breaking down and getting a car payment, but I kept putting it off and trying not to do that. And if your boss pays you in fives, boss, you have a pimp. And so when we finally did buy it, we bought what we originally planned to buy, got it for a decent price, got a good version of it. Even though it's 15 years old, it's in good shape. And I felt like all that patience paid off. So I didn't feel as guilty as I normally would spending that much money. Also, the Trump money came in the day after, help replenish the savings. So
if you guys know where my fucking Trump money's at, please let me know. The Trump money went to an account that does not exist.
Oh, it's in my name now.
Your name now.
Thanks for the car.
Look at me. I am the Trump money now.
I am the Trump money now. Yeah, so I didn't feel as bad.
Yeah.
But
so now I get to watch motherfuckers who are part of trust funds and shit get their Trump money. And here I am eating fucking beans and shit, no fucking Trump money. So once again, life just kicking me in the balls and watching everybody else just fucking succeed.
Yeah. I got my award. It was a bunch of $100 bills from Trump.
From Trump.
You know what you need to do, though? Have you been telling people to spend their Trump money at the store?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been doing that.
You tell people, look, this poor little Mexican, he didn't get his Trump money. You need to inject it into the economy.
I went to go check the status of my fucking Cheeto money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, we deposited that shit on the 15th. And here's the account. I was like, that's interesting. That's not my account.
Oh, no.
That's fucking interesting.
So did you get a chance to actually talk to somebody?
Oh, there's no talking to anybody.
Yeah, that's why
There's no. It says that at some point you are able to kind of change your bank account and shit like that, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. At this point, I'm just like, we probably lost. Let me see how much money we lost. 1,200 because I'm broke as shit. Plus 1,200 plus 2,000.
Yeah, dude, 4,400.
4,400 fucking dollars is now gone.
It's floating in the ether.
Fucking floating in the ether. I'm probably never gonna see that money, dude. So
Next time you're down here, I'll buy you a hat.
yeah, that's always my consolation prices from white people. It's just like, here, buddy, don't you worry. Just next time, just strap yourself from the boots and
Yeah, pull you up by your bootstraps.
yeah, you'll be fine.
No,
next
no,
time.
you can't use my bootstraps. You got to use your own bootstraps.
Just try harder next time, buddy.
Oh my god, that's another thing that's just like, it's so crazy that this is where we are, and yet at the same time we're just so like cavalier about it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I know this isn't gonna happen. Well, I shouldn't say I know. I don't know anything, but
Shit.
But I saw a news story today that said that there was a bill introduced in Congress to pay everybody $2,000 a month until this recession is over, or this depression.
I am conflicted on this because it's clearly socialism. Like, you motherfuckers are participating in socialism, but at the same time, like, that shit was my money to begin with. But and now I have to be objective, and I have to be realistic, and I have to be honest. For the past forever until this year, because we changed the structure of Guns for Everyone, I've always gotten a refund. So technically, I've never paid taxes. So it's always been other people's money that's lining.
Well, do you get taxes? Do you get the refund, the full amount of every tax dollar you paid?
I don't pay taxes at all.
Wow.
Yeah, you get money taken out of your check.
Yeah.
Because you're a corporate whore still.
Horse.
I don't get a check, so I don't get taxed.
Okay.
So we do our business taxes, and then the IRS says, you don't owe us any money, we don't owe you any money, and then I give you your K1, and then I take my K1, and then we do our taxes. Our K1, for those of you that don't know what a K1 is basically a W-2 when you own your own business, your LLC or an S corp. And we do our taxes with that form, our personal taxes, and every single year we've never had to pay. The government's been like, no, we owe you money, even though throughout the entire year. Now, I don't cheat the fucking system. You've seen how I do the reports. It's not like I fucking say that we bought 13 Cadillacs and fucking Barretts and all that. Like, I don't. I could. I probably could.
You probably should.
Probably should, but I don't want to be audited. I don't want to do any of that shit. So it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. So technically speaking, when I get money back, it's somebody else's money.
Mm-hmm.
So like that like, fuck, man. Like,
but you're entitled to it. So
I'm entitled to it.
Yeah.
I am entitled to the money.
That's the weirdest thing ever. The idea that you're entitled by law, entitled to something.
To some money.
To other people's money.
Except this fucking crisis money. When it's crisis money, it's like, nah, fuck you.
Look on the bright side, though. You're going to get on Instagram and tell everybody that they're on the government tit and say that you're not.
I'm not, bitches, until I get that check.
Yeah. Look, man, I didn't even take the money.
Get on my high horse. Get on my fucking high horse. I'm not a socialist like you, bitch.
I stand by my convictions. By the way, if anybody knows what the phone number is for the help desk at the IRS, appreciate that.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. So Gonzo says if you didn't file in the last 2 years, you won't be getting a stymie. He's saying, Edgar's saying though that he has filed. He
file every year.
Yeah.
I file every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a good little slave.
Not only that, you can still get your stimulus money if you go onto that website and even if you haven't filed and you type in your information, they'll still give you the cash.
See, this is the point where I should have seen this coming 5 years ago and started working on a few fake identities. That'd have been like, "Where's my money?"
Money, bitch.
And I come back with a mask on. "Where's my money?"
My money.
And a wig. "Where's my money?"
Money.
You look familiar. Shut up.
There's a bit, the Impractical Jokers.
Mhm.
That's one of their bits is they have to go back in disguises and see how many times they can trick the person checking them out of the.
There's actually a psychological experiment based on that idea. These kids at Harvard,
Harvard.
guy walking, they find somebody walking on the quad or whatever, and they walk up to him and they ask him directions. And then while the guy's giving them directions, somebody walks through their conversation with this big door or table, and they switch out the person who's asking for directions, and they're completely different. They're not wearing the same clothes. They're not even the same ethnicity. And the person who's giving the directions just doesn't even notice that it's a different person.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Michael-
there's a few of them that didn't do that.
Michael said no audio. What does that mean?
No audio.
Did we drop?
Did we drop? Did you drop?
Drop.
I don't know. I can still hear myself.
I hear you. I hear me.
I hear everybody.
Hello,
No,
hello.
I'm sure 20 other people. Hey, Michael, take it off mute.
You've got that. You got those other tabs closed now. You can take it off mute.
See, as long as scouts can hear us, we're good.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are interested, here's in this section right here where it says non-filers enter your payment info. Boom. So if you haven't filed, you just enter your payment info right here at the IRS, and then you can get your fucking money. Unless you're Edgar, then you won't get anything. So even if you haven't
It says
filed,
it in the small print, the fine print.
unless you're some short fat Mexican named Edgar, fuck you, bitch.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I think this world is just out to fuck me. In the
Well,
butt.
if you didn't wear those clothes all the time, it wouldn't happen so much. You gotta dress conservatively.
Just considerably, you're asking for it.
You are asking for it. If anybody's asking for it, it's you, man.
You see how you dress? Were you getting flirty with fucking life?
Those provocative words you use. Yeah. So I am gonna make a donation to what's it called? Walk the Talk America with some of that money.
Yeah, you talked about that. What's Walk the Talk America?
Walk the Talk America is the mental health organization that is trying to bridge the gap between firearms owners, mostly, and mental health experts.
Shadow ban from COVID cash.
Layers upon layers of algorithms here, man. Your Instagram feed or your Instagram algorithms are influencing the IRS.
Yeah.
Shadow banned.
Shadow banned.
Yeah. So
Joel says the other link you can enter bank information. No, you can't. I already tried it. Trust me. I mean, for a friend, somebody less principled as me, tried it.
less principled than you?
A lot less principled than me.
Was it one of your kids? Dad, what's your social security number?
Give me that money.
Shut up. You know I don't have one.
Give me that money.
So I found out about something the other day.
Oh, speaking of that shit, go ahead and talk. But I got an email. I sent out the temporary emergency permits, and I said, did you read it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So you read it. I don't know if you read the message that I got in reply, because I said if you're lazy or if you're public school graduate, here's what it means.
Yeah.
So somebody took exception to that.
I graduated from public school. I didn't understand it.
Didn't understand it. What? So somebody
What exactly did you take exception with in that, you idiot?
uh, so
You
somebody
didn't say if you were homeschooled. Then people could take exception. Like, you're making fun of my mom. What, do you have some loyalty to your high school English teacher?
shit. I don't know if I'm gonna find it, but anyways, it says it said that the executive order amendment I reads as follows, and then so he quoted I reads as follows. He's all like, "Oh, you're talking shit about public education," and then you write this sentence. I was like, "No, it's correct. Like, it's the amendment I
Lowercase I period.
reads as follows." Like, I don't know how this is not a correct. Like, this
You should be giving out awards.
like,
You should be giving out awards to people who prove your point.
like I don't know where the statement was incorrect in that. Like, it's
You not know how bullet points work in legal documents? It's a lowercase I followed by a period followed by the legal statement.
so it is amendment I.
Oh, Tisha figured it out, dude.
Well,
Wannabe's got your money.
that fucking fucker.
No wonder you haven't seen him all week.
Yeah, fucking fucker. Yeah, he came that once fucking last week, and then
He was just coming in to change the password on your bank account
and closed the bank
and
account.
close the bank account.
He's a bitch.
So this fool seriously called you out on that?
Yeah, so he emailed. He's all like, "Oh, you're talking shit about this," but and then he quoted me. I was like, "No, that's fucking legit. What it is."
Did he respond after that?
What the fuck's he gonna respond to? I'm an idiot.
I feel like this podcast is pretty soon just going to be us making fun of 50% of customers that come through the store or don't come through the store, just interact with you online.
It's hilarious. I think that's what everybody's here for. Is like, what am I next? What am I next?
There's not even a word for this. The moronic, the magnitude of the moronic attitude. That's not right. I can't. It's late. For him to say that, like, wow.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I'm going to put it in the chat. Let's just give a demonstration. Okay. I, period. What does it say? You don't need fingerprints.
So I'm trying to look for this shit.
So I put it there. There we go. I put it in Facebook. I'm going to put it in
Oh.
YouTube.
His name is Matthew, by the way. So it says, LOL begins, I reads as follows, ends talking down to lazy graduates. And I said, that's actually a correct sentence. Amendment I is the amendment. So amendment I reads as follows would be correct.
Oh, man.
It says amendment I reads as follows.
So if you were writing a comedy script, could you come up with that?
No way, dude.
That's some stuff that if you saw it in a movie, you'd be like, that's brilliant. It's a brilliant little twist right there.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah. Gonzo says, I can't afford to practice with my 300 blackout. What am I supposed to do? Buy a KS-47 and practice with 7.62 by 39.
KS-47.
Boom.
So Isaac's not a principled individual.
Yeah, speaking of principled individuals.
I have him on audio saying, I will never again buy from PSA again.
Mm-hmm.
He just bought from PSA.
I did.
I actually went on a mission piggybacking off of that statement, saying, well, fuck it. That's probably a good idea. Let's stop fucking around with PSA. Told PSA, hey, you guys can suck a fat dick. Take us off your motherfucking list. They took us off the list, and then Isaac's like, hey, buddy.
Why isn't Guns for Everyone on this list?
I really want them from PSA. So
you tell me I can't get a free transfer from you?
So it's not just customers we talk shit about.
I'm in the mirror making some very derogatory comments towards myself.
So this fucking fucker texts me and he wants to fucking order this. He's like, "Hey, so when do you want me to pay you for this?" I was like, "For what?" He's like, "That KS47." I was like, "This bitch is for reals."
In case I didn't make it clear, I absolutely want to go back on my word here and buy this gun.
So, and to be clear, Guns for Everyone still doesn't fuck with PSA.
That's
Isaac
right.
does.
Just me.
Isaac.
Yeah.
That
Well,
shit's fun.
I have no good justification,
None
but I'm going to
whatsoever.
say it anyway. You can't get this gun anywhere else.
Actually, you can. You
Can
can
you?
get
Should I cancel the order?
and get an AR.
No, I don't want an AR.
Well, that's basically what it is.
No. It's designed to feed out of AK magazines, not AR.
We just sold one.
An AR that takes AK mags? Like an actual AR-15?
An AR-15 platform that takes AK mags.
What's it called?
Actually, the dude lives fucking in Springs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Does not compute.
Compute. Error 404.
Arrow 404, yeah.
He's not fat.
There was you guys did have a gun in there on consignment that was like something else that took AK mags.
Galil?
That Galil, yeah.
Galil takes AR and AK mags.
Did anybody buy that thing?
Yeah.
That monstrosity of a gun? Somebody painted this gun green with fingernail polish.
It was sold twice. So one Russian kid, he's seen it, he's like, "I'll pay whatever it costs." I was like, "Dude, like that's not what you came here for." It's like, no, I want it. I was like, "Cool." He paid $1,200 for it, and then 3 days later, he's like, "No, I really want something else." I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, of course you do." So Dean Friedline is now the proud owner. Frito-Lay's is now the proud owner of that Galil.
You need a hydraulic jack just to lift that thing off the ground.
Yeah, it was nice though.
That's cool. I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm just saying it's ridiculous.
Redunculous.
Yeah. So I had a comment to go with the discussion about the freaking format thing or the paragraph. Now I can't remember it. Richard said he got banned from that subset it on Set It.
Yeah.
For mentioning Guns for Everyone. And I, in fact, went back there to check the thread the other day, and I saw a user's comments had been deleted. So
Everybody's comments has been deleted?
No. I think it was just Richard's.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So good job, Richard. Appreciate that. Taking one for the team. Time to create an alt account so you can go back in there and...
Or Richard, how about you just don't and save time and energy and emotions and just fucking let it be.
Let it be. Let it be.
That's not how it goes.
Yes, it is. It's the Beatles. You don't know anything about white people.
Frozen, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go. That's Frozen.
Let it be is the Beatles.
No, let it go is the correct way.
There's nothing correct about Frozen.
Edgar, what about the CMMG 5.7 pistol?
Is there a CMMG 5.7 pistol?
It's a pistol that takes 5.7. What about it? You are asking the wrong person about guns.
Who
do you think I am? A fucking gun shop owner?
We're acting like we know. We don't know. We don't know.
It is fucking crazy how many times people come in here and Tisha's not here because she's out getting coffee or something, and I feel bad. So I go open the fucking door, and then they come in and are like, "Oh, I'm here to pick this up." I don't know where the fuck it's at, dude. Like I can. We have two options here. Is I pretend that I go in the back and try and look for it, or I just wait for my wife to get here. And he was like, yeah, I guess we'll wait. I was like, that's exactly why I didn't want to open the door, dude, because it's like basically useless.
Now we just have to stare at each other.
And
The
fucking,
idea that in that tiny little shop that you can't find something is hilarious.
and then Tisha gets it. Tisha will see the fucking car. She's like, oh, it's that dude. And then she'll call for the kids. Hey, get me fucking so-and-so's gun. Like, how the fuck do you know it's them? Like, I know what they drive.
I got their license plate memorized.
License plate number. And then she'll look at it. She's like, yeah, I know what gun you want.
How about Rock River Arms LAR 47?
R47.
Google it. How about you Google it? Just kidding.
Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
R47.
All right.
Rock River Arms, LAR47. Rock River
Yes.
Arms. If you're
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask this question though. Does it come in an 8.5-inch barrel? Because that's what I wanted.
I'm sure you can cut it at 8.5.
I'm not gonna cut it and thread it. Are you kidding me? There's
Why
no
not?
way.
She'll do it for you.
I can cut it. No, that's no problem. Cut it and thread it. Cut it straight and thread it. Are you kidding?
See, fucking easy.
I can't cut a fart straight.
So
Yeah.
So there was options, but Isaac decided, nope, principles mean nothing.
Means nothing when it comes to running a suppressed 7.62 by 39. Pop, plop, plop, plop. Yes.
With your tat stat?
I did not. Yeah, with one of them. Well, that just slipped out, man. I gotta be careful.
Can you guys fucking rewind everything Isaac says? He started off by saying, fuck tax stamps. I am done with it.
I already have that one.
Oh.
I already have the tax stamp for the suppressor.
Well, if you were principled, you would just rip it and be like, this means nothing to me.
This means nothing. It's digital. I'd have to go to the Google servers and tear it down. So yeah, I did not know about this gun though. The LAR 47. The other thing though, too, I'm gonna look at this thing. I bet you this thing costs a left nut. Yeah. Suggested retail price $1,400.
That's not how much fucking you're gonna find it on Bud's Guns. Bud's Guns is $150, free shipping, and a lifetime membership to fucking Waterworld, dude.
Which Waterworld? The one in
both
Thornton or the one in the movie?
Both.
All right, you want to hear about Edward Brown?
Not really, but let's do it.
Edward Brown retired from the pest control in business. Found guilty of assault with a dangerous weapon and armed robbery in 1960. So he was a convicted felon. Got involved in the militia movement in New Hampshire in 1994. In April 2006, him and his wife were indicted in U.S. District Court for tax violations, apparently hiding or not paying $625,000 in taxes. So they were convicted. They failed to show at the sentencing hearing and decided instead they were going to stay home and not come out. So
yeah, but what were they doing that they wouldn't be able to hide $625,000?
Apparently his wife was a dentist. And he was real heavy in the militia movement, which you know is a big moneymaker.
Big moneymaker.
Selling 3%er stickers.
Selling shirts.
Selling shirts. Selling tire covers for your Jeep. I'm going to pretend like I got nothing to lose by putting this $150 cover on my $300 tire on my $25,000 Jeep Cherokee or Jeep Wrangler.
Shit, dude.
But you better believe that when the time comes, I'll be there to answer the call.
We'll meme it up
just as soon as work gets out. So this guy's
because it's not snowing.
Yeah,
because if it's snowing, then we'll just postpone it to Sunday.
So this guy, Ed Brown, and his wife, Elaine, they actually lived about 20 miles from where I used to live in New Hampshire. So in 2007, they
that tells you how rich Isaac is. He was neighbors with this dude.
I was practically next door. In New Hampshire, 20 miles is next door. So and no foosball. So they were in this town called Plainfield, New Hampshire, and they get into a standoff with the feds, the U.S. Marshals. I'm not going to go into all the details, but unlike Randy Weaver, they invited people into their house while they were in the middle of the standoff. They'd have people come bring them food. They hosted a concert on their property. They invited people in for media and all kinds of stuff. And so the feds got wise after, how long did it take them?
They pretended to be media?
Yeah. It took them 6 months to figure out that they should go in there as undercover supporters of Mr. Brown. They walked right in the front door and arrested him.
And what took you so long, eh?
So, yeah. Anyway, this guy got sentenced to 42 years or something like that.
That's it?
Yeah.
So he'll be out at 20.
Well, he's already in his 60s. Oh,
He's
37 years. 37 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he'll be out at 15. So he'll when did he go to jail?
I don't think they're letting this dude out.
When did he go to jail?
2007.
Yeah, that motherfucker's almost out then. You don't think he'll get paroled?
Let's see. He's
Need that
scheduled for release when he's 103 years old.
So he'll still have some pep in him.
Yeah. He'll have some pep in his step for sure. He'll have some fight in him.
I mean, fuck, there's fucking 80-year-olds and 90-year-olds and 100-and-something-year-olds fucking recovering from the new video game that's going on.
Oh, the vid?
Yeah.
Man, you threw me off there. I was like, what?
What?
Yeah. So if you want to read about this, I'll go ahead and put this in the link. This is really interesting because this is a standoff that people didn't really hear about compared to Waco and Ruby Ridge and things like that.
Did you hear about that 25-year-old, 11-year or 30-year standoff out in fucking Texas?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Is
that
it-
one was.
Is it at the border? Is it between Mexico and the U.S.?
No.
Right. Yeah, you got to put that one up on the thing. Ryan says he's 103 per. All right, boys, I'm ready. Yeah, so Gonzo mentioned Randy Weaver was trapped into chopping shotguns, which was a way lesser offense than stealing $625,000 from the government. But guess who was a distinguished guest at Ed Brown's house?
Epstein?
Randy Weaver.
Randy Weaver.
Yeah, we're June 18th, the Browns hosted a press conference at their home with Randy Weaver, whose wife and 14-year-old son had been killed by federal agents during a standoff in Ruby Ridge, Idaho in 1992. Weaver voiced his support for the Browns, and the Browns reiterated their intentions to avoid arrest by the government. You know what? It's ballsy of Randy Weaver to walk back into somewhere where bullets could be flying.
There you go. Texas armed standoff ends after 15 years.
What?
Trinidad, Texas.
Trinidad,
After almost
Texas.
15 years, what is believed to be the longest armed standoff in American history quietly came to a peaceful close earlier this week. John Joe Gray was arrested in 1999 for assaulting a state trooper during a traffic stop. Gray said it was his God-given right to carry a pistol he had that day without a concealed handgun license. When the troopers tried to arrest him, Gray got into a scuffle with the officer and bit him.
Nice.
Gray was eventually charged with assaulting a public servant, but he refused to return to court and instead armed himself at home. If they came out after us, bring extra body bags. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword. Yeah, here you Gray told ABC News in 2000 interview. Since the felony charge in 1999, Gray has never left his 47-acre along the banks of the Trinity River between Toole and Trinidad, Texas. Instead, Gray, his children and grandchildren and friends patrol the property with pistols, rifles, and refuse to let strangers inside. The felony charge of assault of a peaceful officer was actually dismissed in December 2014 when the district attorney left office, but for some reason, no one notified Henderson County Sheriff's Office or even Gray family until now. So they were in a standoff for no reason.
for how many years?
So
when was this article written? Because they said that happened in 2014.
Yeah, so this was published in 2016. So for 2 years. I mean, so this motherfucker was still in a standoff for 13 years, and you motherfuckers won't show up to a fucking rally because it's snowing?
Well, it doesn't snow in Texas.
Oh, it doesn't snow in Texas. That's right. Had it snowed, he'd have been like, yeah, I guess I need to go to jail.
Shall we go to jail? How did you hear about this, man? I never heard about this.
You don't need to know where I know about shit.
Yeah. You got a secret account on Reddit. That's where all the good information is.
Say Gray. Oh shit, dude.
So that's a pretty impressive standoff. I got to give the guy credit. So it said it ended peacefully. Did that mean just both sides were like, "Thanks, game over," or did he get arrested?
They finally told the cops in that local jurisdiction, like, "Nah, we dismissed the charges 2 years ago. You guys are good to go home."
So he won.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, "Nah."
Do you know what a small group of people he gets to call friends after that? He won.
Dude. Fucking won.
Him and David Koresh, man.
It was his house, though. I couch booged like a motherfucker, too. Yeah, but he was actually like, they could have raided his house at any moment. And
this guy, Ed Brown, was at his house. He had 100 acres.
And they still got his ass, right?
He told the feds that everything was booby trapped around the house, mines and everything. In fact, when they tried to sell the property at auction, nobody bought it because nobody could tour the property because everybody was afraid of the landmines.
Yeah. And this motherfucker had people patrolling his fucking house like, nah, we good.
That's what Randy Weaver's son was doing.
When he got shot?
When he got shot, he was patrolling.
Patrolling.
Yeah.
He wasn't a good patrol officer then.
Well, he did take out one FBI agent or U.S. Marshal. I can't remember. So even the score. Of course, they did shoot his dog too. So, well,
and
I'm not sure if that's true. I might have made that up.
That's where the story of
must not have been a white agent. Don't shoot the dog.
But I bet you that's where they got the fucking concept for that Keanu Reeves trilogy thing.
Which one? The John Wick?
John Wick, yeah.
Like, hey, you shot my dog.
Which is the most irrational fucking storyline ever. Like fucking overreaction like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It was a good dog.
A good dog.
So I saw something. I can't remember where I see this. I might have seen it on Reddit. No. I don't think I saw it on Reddit. Well, this was a while ago. I'm just remembering it now, which is why I can't remember where I saw it. But some guy said he was on the train in New York City and he was sitting across from Keanu Reeves for like 30 minutes. And he was too nervous to say anything. So he just didn't say anything. And then the train finally stops. Keanu Reeves goes to get off. And he says to the guy, Keanu Reeves says to him, "Nice talk." What a guy.
Him and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, him and Bernie. Where is the Bernie burn? Where's the burn?
Where's the burn? I'd be pissed off at a motherfucker if I was.
I've got the Democrats slogan for 2020. You want to hear it?
What is it?
Just choke down Joe. Just choke down Joe 2020. That's the bumper sticker right there.
I'm sure you've seen all of his interviews, but I just seen one recently where he was explaining how he had a conversation with somebody who had the vid, And holy fuck, dude. Like, this guy does not. His wife was like, "What the fuck are you trying to say, dude?" Like, for real. Like, what the fuck are you trying to say here, buddy?
This guy, no joke, is the nominee.
Oh my god, the debates are gonna be amazing, dude.
There won't be any debates.
No?
No.
Oh my god, between those two fucking idiots, dude,
Oh.
Uncle Joe and Trump. Oh my
Trump would tear him a new asshole.
dude.
It would be hilarious.
It is gonna be hilarious.
And Joe might actually take a swing at him. Because if you notice, every time Joe gets mad at something, he says, "We'll take this outside." Ryan says he's not voting for a rapist. I don't know what you mean. Which one? I'm you're gonna have to be a little bit more clear.
The one that sniffs hair, god damn it. The one that sniffs hair. Oh shit.
We should have shirts made. You could wear them in the shop, dude. They would sell like hotcakes in the shop. Just choke down Joe 2020. You know, you got all that room in there. You need a t-shirt screen printing press.
Oh yeah, I've told the kids that they should get into that game. I'll invest in that shit.
Oh my god, dude! You just do a run of shirts. This is
Yeah,
just
dude.
choke down Joe 2020 with a big donkey on it.
Yeah, but no, in my luck, my fucking shirts won't show up. They'll fucking redistribute them to a fucking to what's the other fucking Matt Best company?
Let's send it back to Mexico.
What is Matt Best company? What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm retarded. I'm a douche.
I can't remember.
Something apparel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Grunt style? Is that Grunt,
Grunt
style?
style. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grunt style. Yeah, they'll ship all my shirts to fucking Grunt style. They're like, nope, they needed it more. And that's where we send your fucking vid money too.
Matt Best is like setting hundreds on fire. I don't even know where these came from.
Shirts.
Joel says he might start making shirts. How about just don't say you might start making shirts?
Fucking do it.
Just start making shirts.
Start doing it.
Yeah. Dude,
So-
I'm telling you, you are sitting on a gold mine right here.
Right here.
Big Democratic donkey and a big campaign slogan like you'd see on a regular bumper sticker. It says, "Just choke down Joe 2020."
I
Come
just
on.
need to get somebody who doesn't have my luck to fucking run that bitch. And
Yeah, have your wife do it.
my wife
She's not busy.
not busy at all.
Yeah. So that one and then another one that could say rapist for president.
So there is a shirt that we are coming out with, and I guess since we're on the topic, we'll promo it here. This is a design that my wife made because, as you know, she's part of the gays.
The case.
She's part of the gays. So people are like, part of the huh? She is part of the gays.
Vote blue no matter who raped you. There you go. I like that one.
Jesus. God damn, that one's fucked up. It would sell though.
It would sell.
So here we go. This is the one that a shirt idea that my wife had. Oh no, that's just me. Holy shit, that's sexy. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, there you go.
There you go for the gays.
I like it.
If
Put
you
it on
fucking
a
still
white
make-
shirt. Put it on a white shirt.
Put it on a gray shirt, blue shirt, purple
Yeah.
shirt.
A red one, an orange one, a yellow one, a green one.
Yeah.
blue one.
So a lot of people are going to think that I'm trying to be funny there, but no, my wife is indeed into the lesbianism.
See a lesbian act.
I'm just here just because she like naturally feels the urge to make a sandwich for someone. That doesn't go away. So
Oh man. How about on the Just Choke Down Joe t-shirt, you got a cartoon picture of Joe's face and he's sniffing the donkey.
sniff. Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
Oh,
We're going to need a graphic designer to get this right.
oh, where's fucking where's she at? Where's Scouts?
Scouts, we need you.
She's at a fucking. I think she's furloughed right now. So Scouts.
Does she make stuff?
Yeah, she's a graphic designer.
Tish says her urge is gone. Guess you're out of luck, dude. You're making your own sandwiches now.
Nah, she'll get it back by the time this podcast's over. Like
Dude.
as human beings, we don't have control over those natural urges.
Mm-hmm. They come and go. They come and go.
They come and go.
Yep.
So
Hopefully they'll come around noon. When it's sandwich time.
Sandwich time.
All right, we should wrap this up.
We should wrap this up.
We're right at the mark, the 215 mark, which means nothing. It's a totally arbitrary number. We've got
215 wannabe stole my motherfucking vid money.
Yeah, we need to track him down.
For reals, if you motherfuckers know how I can get my vid money, just out of just educational purposes, not because I'm trying to feed off of the teat here. Just
we have plenty of peanut butter. Thanks.
just for educational purposes, I'd like to know how the fuck to get my motherfucking money, because it's legit gone. I'm not saying I need it or anything. I'm going to text your wife to take the other ball sack.
I don't know if that's a threat to me or not.
Well, why would I have two ball sacks?
Well, we all have two, don't you?
Well, I have one ball sack, but it's got two balls.
You got shorted again, dude.
Again, so it's only one ball sack with two nuts in it.
All the white people have two.
If I can just clapper.
We have a backup.
What was that fucking game? What the fuck was that? That clapper toy?
The clapper toy?
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Blow that bitch up. Blow that bitch up. This is what the fuck you guys walk around with? Like one of these ball sacks.
Oh, yeah. I thought those came from Mexico. Is that wrong?
You're wrong. You want me to post up the one that does come from Mexico? The one,
the one you showed me last week.
You want me to show you what I showed you?
Is there a version with only the sock on it? I mean, not the sock, the sweatbands.
I think we'll spare the people from pulling that out.
Uh-oh. Tisha retracted her message.
Retracted.
I'm going to put her in timeout for that. All right. We got some classes coming up, but more importantly, we need to support this documentary that Edgar's doing. Are you in the middle of a raffle? I haven't been on Instagram, so I don't know if you're in the middle of a raffle.
No, we just ended a raffle for I might do another one. At this point, it's kind of hard to justify it. Like, I don't know if I'm just a little bitch and I just don't have that killer instinct in me all that well, but it just I do need to raise money for it if I want it to be a lot better than it was last time. Last time was a decent quality product, but I want it to be a much better quality. But at the same time, I just feel like an asshole asking for money right now.
Right now?
Right.
When everybody's got their vid money and you don't?
I don't.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, dude?
22 million people out of a job, and here's Edgar like, hey, I need money for a fucking documentary.
Yeah. It's true, but at the same time, I feel like this issue is important right now, and it's important all the time, but
the sad thing is going to be even more important in about 6 months, in 3 months.
Yeah, maybe even this month, maybe even next month.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, all right. So, do you have a title yet?
Yes.
Do you want to share it?
I forgot what it was. No, it's Stigma. Mental health and guns in America.
Oh, that's good. I like it. Gonzo, when is the next class in the metro area? We do need to hook that up.
Gunsforeveryone.com.
We need to hook that up though for the advanced classes in the metro area.
Yeah, advanced class. Yeah. Advanced classes.
At this point, I think we could just use real guns in the shop.
Fuck it.
Nobody's going to call the cops. They're too
Nope.
busy.
Nobody's snitching. Yeah, everybody's too busy snitching about who's wearing masks and who's not wearing masks.
Are you wearing a mask?
I don't wear a mask. Wannabe wears a mask, but I don't.
Does anybody give you a hard time? Well, Wannabe's mask has a hole where the mouth is and a hole where the nose is. So not sure that helps.
I haven't had anybody give me a stink eye or anything like that. But I also consistently look like an asshole. So
you're just convinced you're not sick. That's all.
Convinced that I'm not sick. I'm not sick. You're sick.
Well, the title doesn't have wash your ass in it. Stigma. Wash your ass.
Wash your ass. He's good for you.
Stinkma.
Stinkma.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a mask either. Mostly just because I don't really think about it until I'm out in public, and then I don't have one. So,
well, until you can show me definite proof that it actually works.
That's another thing. I feel like I'm being controlled to do it after being controlled not to do it.
So it was one of those things that it doesn't work, but it does.
Mm-hmm.
And only surgical mask work, but wear a bandana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going out. Don't go outside, but go outside.
Well, just a good example of that, I saw a Facebook ad for a non-surgical mask. It was just a face covering, cloth face covering with a decal on it, right at the beginning of all this. And then I saw that Facebook was banning all ads that had face masks because they were not good enough. So they shouldn't be selling them on Facebook.
But now they're good enough.
Yeah, now we need people making extras because they're not enough.
They're good now.
Yeah.
So until you give me definite, like 100% proof, like I don't know if you farted before, but like you putting on a little bandana doesn't cover up that fucking stank. Like it just doesn't. If anything, it traps the fucking.
Can't breathe in this thing.
I touch my face more. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I see people touching their fucking face a lot more, adjusting the mask, than when they don't wear the mask.
I thought it was rare to see people with their nose above the mask, but I thought that was like a unicorn to actually see somebody doing it. But I've seen 2 people do it in the last week.
To do what?
Where they have the mask pulled down so their nose is sticking out.
Yeah. Mask-based economy. Don't ask questions.
It's like they don't understand that their nose is a path to the. Yeah. Wow.
I see, but yeah, I do see a lot of people coming in and they're just constantly just moving and adjusting their fucking mask with the gloves that they touched everything with.
Yeah, my favorite are the winter gloves. People wearing winter gloves. It's like, and I know you're not throwing those away. Yeah. What are we gonna do with these people? We're gonna get them to a training class coming up on April 25th. We have advanced concealed carry in Pueblo, Colorado.
65 people registered for that class.
65.
65. I think you got like 12.
12?
Yeah, 10 or 12.
Last I saw was 8.
Nope, it's
filling up, dude. You're doing your job finally. Jeez.
10 people registered for that class.
Snap. All right. Well, it's filling up then. If you want to get into it, you better get into it quick because it will be full pretty soon.
So, all right, motherfuckers. That's it for us. Don't forget to wash your ass. Tell people about our shit. Tell people about the podcast. Tell people about the store. Tell people about classes. Tell people about the documentary. Tell people about firearmstrainingscentral.com. Tell people about Doohickeys gifts. Tell people about custom creations. Tell people about Superior Glass and Door.
Jeez,
Tell people about stuff.
you got it all.
Got it all.
Yeah. Nice. Good work. Good job. So thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it very much.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Wash it.